Hello, I'm Indigo Warrior and this is Leo Virgo Cusp for horoscope for 2017 August. And I feel like already with your reading it's going to be very sort of eye-opening. I get this sense that it feels more serious as well. It feels like a serious theme. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I seem more serious this time. I sense there's more of a serious issue, perhaps, that's going on for you. So I feel like we should begin. See what August 2017 holds. First card you have is the Seven of Michael, as there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer, and review all of the details. Okay. I'm still unsure why I feel so serious, but when obviously Seven of Michael comes out, normally I would say that you are perhaps wanting to do something that is not in your best interest right now. I feel like the angels always try to tell you, especially Archangel Michael, as I feel like this very strong feeling that I feel like Michael is here and he's trying to tell you guys that whatever you are planning to do may not be correct for you right now. Not saying that it won't be correct later in the month perhaps, but at the beginning of the month, whatever it is not correct to do right now. Okay, should we find out some more? So obviously you are special. So okay, so some of you Leos, Virgo, Cusps are feeling very sort of vulnerable inside, and some of you feel very sort of unsure about who you are and what you're doing here and why are you here. I feel like this is a question that a lot of you are asking yourselves at the moment. What is the purpose of why am I here? I feel like the angels are going to give you the answers that you need in your life. They might not tell you everything that you want to know at this present moment, but I feel like they're going to tell you what you need to know. And perhaps, or some of you have been going through a breakup perhaps, or there's been a situation with someone that you was interested that didn't go so well perhaps, and this is causing you a lot of hurt and a lot of pain, and you're starting to forget who yourself are perhaps. I get this feeling, and that you've been trying to distract yourself with other things. I feel like that maybe you've forgotten who you are. I feel like this perhaps, and I feel like that's very, very sad in my opinion. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of emotions here. I'm not sure yet 100%, but there's a lot of emotions that you don't feel complete perhaps. Maybe something has happened. Maybe as I said, maybe there was a breakup that you're really taking hard. Or you've been rejected and you can't heal from it at this present time. But I feel like the angels are here to tell you that it's okay. You know, they can help you heal if you allow them to. The waning moon for introspection and self-inventory. So I do feel, Leo, Virgo, Cusp, that something inside at the moment is causing you to self-evaluate. Something has happened, I feel, that is making you feel very, very insecure. Someone may have put you in your place. You may have thought that a situation was a certain way, yet someone was unnecessarily rude towards you. And this has made you feel very insignificant and you don't feel like you can shine. I get this sense. A past life issue. So when the past life issue comes up, I feel like it doesn't necessarily have to resonate with a past life that you've had. This could be something to do with something that's happened in the past. And obviously the situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes, or you know, the life journey that you're on at the moment. But you should ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn and heal from your past experiences. So there's definitely some healing that needs to be done, Leo, Virgo. There's definitely some healing. I feel like the angels really want to help you at this time. I feel like they're trying to get through to you and to make you feel like you're not alone. Especially as we've had the US special card, I do feel like some of you have lost your voice, lost who you are. Okay, let's move on to success. So there will be success for you, or there has been some form of success for you as well. So if obviously this situation doesn't resonate with you, then obviously you could be having quite a successful month, and you probably will continue to have a successful month, I feel. However, if this does revolve you, then I feel that the success card is here to bring you some hope, and that the hope that you hear is going to be truthful, and that you will be able to learn, you'll be able to grow, you'll be able to heal, and you'll be able to move on. I feel this is very, very strong, the message here. Let's see what else there is. Gabriel for balance. So some of you may be spreading yourself too sort of thickly around other people. Other people may be like running around with your energy and taking too much from you. So, or perhaps you're focusing on things that you should necessarily balance. So perhaps you don't want to think about something, so you're focusing on something else. But the angels are trying to bring forth to you, and Gabriel here is trying to bring forth to you that maybe think creatively around this. So if there is an issue that has gone on that has caused you some issues, Gabriel, I feel, is trying to let you know, guys, that you have the ability to balance yourself. And I feel like some of you may not be balanced, and that you perhaps may be feeling that the world isn't going your way. Something hasn't gone your way, but perhaps look at it from different perspectives, see things differently, perhaps try and look for a different viewpoint. I feel like Gabriel's here as well to say try and do this artistically, perhaps, but also, or release these inner feelings, because I feel like you're very pent up. There's a lot of anger, perhaps a lot of hurt, a lot of depression. So perhaps maybe find some creative outlet. Find some way of being able to release the negativity that I feel like some of you are clinging to. Let's move on. Okay, so Michael's come back again. For your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome and desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So some of you guys, I feel like someone else has done something to you. And it's not a very nice thing, and I don't know really what it is. I don't necessarily want to go down that path. I don't want to really open myself up to that type of energy. So perhaps it's something to do with a very negative experience. Some of you may have been attacked, I feel, and I don't want to let that come through. So I'm trying to sort of block that to a certain degree. But I feel like some of you have been attacked, and you have had some maybe police around, and that you're concerned for your safety. But I feel like that you feel like there's some feelings here that it's your fault, when I feel like this is not the case at all. I feel like the situation either had to happen for there to be lessons learned on both sides, or the situation just happened and that you had to go through it. And it will make you stronger if this is the case for you. It will make you very, very stronger. But if you feel like you're guilty, or you regret things, or you're worrying about something, go to the angels, because they are here. They want to help you. They want to guide you. They want to be able to help you heal and be able to transform into a stronger and much, much happier person. Let's move on. Archangel Metatron. So some of you, I feel like I probably am talking to some indigos, perhaps, and some spiritual children, because Archangel Metatron here is for the new to people new to spirituality, perhaps, and also spiritual things. He's the go-to archangel for this type of thing, and he can help indigos and spiritual people with their life path and their purpose and things like that. I have just thought, you know, with this attack that I felt, it might not be a physical attack, it might not be an emotional attack, could be these things, but it could also be that you're being psychically attacked, or that you have been psychically attacked, and you're having a lot of inner contemplation about this and introspection about this. And I feel like that if you go to Archangel Metatron, that he'll be able to help you and guide you through the process of this. And I feel like that this is not your fault. I have a very, very strong feeling that this situation is definitely not your fault. It's a very unhappy individual that has some issues of their own, that wishes to harm you. I don't think that they intentionally want to harm you. It's just that somebody has a lot of issues that they are dealing with themselves. Okay, I'll move on. So we have the red card for passion and survival. So yes, I feel like obviously for some of you, you might not be looking for romance right now. However, there'll be certain people or a person perhaps that you're romantically or sexually attracted to. And I feel like that this time, the middle of the month, sort of feels like around the right time for you to sort of make your move, perhaps. If this resonates with you, then make your move. This is the right time. I get this strong feeling. I also get the feeling that you might have been rejected in love, so you've gone into survival mode. And this could be quite harmful to you and to other people, because if you're not being your true self and if you've got your primal survival instincts in place, this can't really help sometimes, and it can block you from being able to get through to yourself, to your higher self, and to the angels and to people around you. This could also go with the situation I was talking about, of the fact of, if for instance it was a hate crime or something to do with that, then I feel like that the survival card is here to sort of help you be able to know that you are not alone. A lot of people have gone through the same situation as you, or a very similar situation to you, and that there are many people in the world, here on the physical plane and the angelic plane, and obviously the divine and the universe, and there's a spiritual team as well, who are ready to speak to you if you feel ready enough to do this. Okay, the next card is vacuum away fear. So there is a lot of fear energy here. It's probably why I've gone very, very serious, because it's a very sort of strong feeling of anxiety. So perhaps some of you have becoming very anxious. Perhaps that some of you, because obviously I felt like indigos, perhaps I felt maybe some of you are feeling sort of uneasy. You don't see the world the same way as most people do, but you're here for a very, very beautiful reason. You're here to help humanity through this beautiful transition or period that's happening here on planet Earth. So perhaps this causes you some fear, or perhaps you don't know what your mission is in life, and that this is causing you some doubt that, are you really an indigo? Because you don't know what your life purpose is, you don't know what you're supposed to be doing here, you don't know what your mission here is. I'd give you advice that take some time out. You know, think about who you are, what you believe you are. Think about ask other people how they see you, perhaps, as well. And then you might have some more clarity. You might be able to then think of something, or something will just come to you. And if you are an indigo, do not worry if you haven't found your life mission yet, if you haven't found your purpose, because it's something that all indigos have to go through. And sometimes even when you have found your purpose, or you believe you have, it might not be the correct thing for you to do. So you then are drawn to do something else that is more beneficial to who you are and the message that you need to give. But for other people, I feel vacuum away fear is here for the fact of, obviously, if you've gone through a traumatic experience, I feel like that obviously you are not alone, and that Archangel Michael, Raphael, can help release these fear-based energies from you and your surroundings, the whole situation itself, and everything, everyone and everything can be helped and healed. Okay. Reconsider. So there is a choice, I feel like, that you want to make, or you have made, that could be harmful to you in some way, because it's very sort of harmful energy. I feel sort of like there's a lot of negative energy for you, or that you've been through a lot of negative experiences. I don't want to open myself up too much because I could hurt myself, so I wouldn't be able to give you a very accurate reading if I open myself up too much, because the kind of energy that I am feeling for you this month is quite a dark energy. I feel like something has happened to you, and that you are going through this very, very, very dark phase of your life. But I feel like it's very beneficial to you, because obviously everything in life, there's positives and there's negatives, but this feels like more of a negative time for you. But I'm sure that there's been positivity, like it's right underneath success as well. So there is a chance for success, and I definitely feel like this. So reconsider when it comes to evolve. Think about the things that you have made your choice on recently. There might be something that instantly pops into your mind. Pay attention to that, because I feel like the angels want you to sort of think about things more clearly and more carefully, because I feel like the angels want you to sort of understand that there might be a better choice, there might be a new way around it, there might be a new situation that could help you. We have Gabriel again for benediction, so some of you can be very creative this month, and I feel like perhaps if obviously you've been going through that this troubled time, I feel like Gabriel is here to tell you that maybe be more artistic, maybe be more creative. So for instance, if you have a lot of on your mind, perhaps start writing. Maybe there's some writers here that it'd be very beneficial for you to start writing again if you haven't done it for a while, perhaps. And I feel like that it will help to heal you through the healing process. I feel like Archangel Michael and Raphael and Metatron and now Gabriel as well all want the same thing for you. They want you to be able to heal from past experiences. They want you to be able to move on and enjoy your life the way that you should enjoy it. So perhaps with this card, because it's come forward, I feel like maybe that you maybe try a new hobby, perhaps. You know, if there's a new hobby, a new craft perhaps that you've been have your eye on for a while, perhaps this could benefit you in some way, especially around the middle of the month, I feel. Okay, okay, Queen of Gabriel. So this could be a person, or it may not. This could be yourself, or it could be somebody else. The traits normally are passionate, charming, brilliant, and independent. This normally I feel is you, Leo, Virgo, Cusps. I feel like this is you. However, it could be somebody else. And obviously, yeah, I definitely feel like this is more of your energy right now. So at the later end of the month, this card normally means that you can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. So what I feel is that you're going to go through this very, very dark period, maybe from the beginning of the month to the end. It might have been carried forward from the last month, but by the end of this month of August, I feel like that there's going to be this new surge of energy perhaps, and that you might be able to see things a bit more clearly, and things won't be so negative anymore perhaps, and you'll be able to move on and be able to start living your life, hopefully the way that you want to live your life. I feel like, for instance, if you do write, or you are an artist, or you like to draw or something like that, then Gabriel will help you with this and be able to help you perhaps with being able to express your feelings and your thoughts. I also feel like obviously there might be people that will instantly come into your life, or come back into your life from the past perhaps, who are going to be very, very helpful to you. And I feel like you'll be very happy, and I feel like you'll be very, very appreciated at this time, and that these people will be able to guide you and sort of help you come back out of this dark period into the light. And I feel this very, very strongly. So yeah, we've got asked for a sign. So for indigos, I feel that this is what I was talking about. For indigos, obviously you are special. You are very, very special if you're an indigo. You're a spiritual child or adult, in my opinion. So now, obviously, Archangel Metatron is here. He can help you with your spiritual transformation, your spiritual questions, and your spiritual way of doing things. You are different from people. People will know this, will sense this about you, but that differences can help change the world. So if, for instance, you feel a bit stuck, perhaps you don't really know what your life purpose is, perhaps, then ask for a sign. Ask for a sign. The signs can be small, they can be big. The angels will give you the sign that they feel is most beneficial to you. So pay attention to even the smallest of things. Because even like a white feather is association to the fact of an angel could be around you. So perhaps look around, see the world, see if you can pick up on anything that seems unusual. People as well, the angels can work through people. So, for instance, someone may say to you something and you're like, that doesn't sound like you. It might not be them. It might be the angels or the universe or God even speaking through the person to be able to send you a message. Obviously, if you have gone through a traumatic experience, then I feel like obviously things will get better. But I feel like there's two roads, isn't there? So there's obviously the road where obviously you could become more creative and more artistic, and obviously I feel like this would definitely help you. But if you're not an artistic sort of person and you can't really find any way to sort of release this negativity and this sort of fear-based energy, perhaps, then do some prayer, like go speak to the angels, speak to the universe, maybe go outside. You might be able to find a sign. The angels are wanting to show you things, they're wanting to give you guidance at the moment. So I feel like if you ask for a sign, they will give you one. Okay, so now we have yellow for flexibility, adaptivity, and personal power. So I feel like a lot of you have been spreading yourselves a lot too thin, perhaps. I know I mentioned this perhaps with the balance card earlier, but I feel like some of you may be a bit too flexible. You might be around so many different types of people that some of them are draining your life source and you not very happy. I also feel like yellow is associated with health as well. So this could be a health indication, a health issue that the angels are trying to bring forward to you, that there could be something not quite right. So perhaps if go to a doctor, or if you don't believe obviously in doctors' help, perhaps then go to an alternative therapist or an alternative doctor, perhaps someone with healing abilities, or go to a healer, perhaps. I feel like as well that they want you to know that you're stronger than you believe that you are right now. You are very, very wise, and you are very sort of powerful than you believe you are. So if, for instance, you have gone through a negative experience, then they want you to know that obviously this is okay. You had to go through this, but things will get better. Things will get better, and you will be able to sort of move on and be able to live the life that you're supposed to live. Next card is Law of Attraction. Now, of course, I love the Law of Attraction. I believe it works. I know that some people are skeptical with the Law of Attraction, but I do believe the Law of Attraction works. And obviously, I feel like the angels here, and obviously the fairies, as I feel like this is more of like a fairy card, is that they want you to know that obviously relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energy. So this could indicate that some of you are going through a spiritual transformation, and some of you are losing friends as well, because I felt the pain here earlier. So some of you may have lost some best friends or people who are really close to you. Maybe your family doesn't understand what's going on with you. But I feel like the angels want you to know that obviously things are changing for you, especially if you're going through a spiritually awakening process, and certain people won't understand, and that's okay. They're not ready yet. They're not prepared enough for their journey, and some people have to come in, some people have to go, and that's just how life works. And life is constantly a learning process. some of you, obviously, if you are indigos, you might be in certain things that obviously you're a human lie detector. You know, you'll be able to tell if someone's telling you the truth or not. And I feel like this is very, very, very beneficial for some of you to know right now. I feel like some of you will sort of be finding, will be finding who you truly are right now. And obviously I feel like this as well with the personal power. You know, you're very powerful, more powerful than you realize that you are. Okay. Oh, and obviously, before I move on to this one, obviously law of attraction, what you give out will come back to you. It's sort of like, if you bring out positive, if you want positive things to happen, think positively. If you know what I mean, the less positive you are, the more negative things will come. So that's how the law of attraction works. Ask for help from others is the next card. Now, obviously, if you can't do it, this is what I feel like. I feel like, obviously, because there's been a situation here, do not feel alone. There are plenty of other people in your life, in the world. If you don't feel comfortable talking to people who are closest to you, maybe talk to people online, you know, who've gone through certain similar situation, or go to a prayer group, perhaps, you know, or you know, go to spirituality, whatever your faith is. Perhaps go to your faith, or speak to, you know, the universe or whatever. You cannot do everything by yourself. So I feel like when they bring this card through, when the angels bring this card through, that you don't have to do everything by yourself, and it's very beneficial for you at this time to be able to talk to other people, because I feel like other people can help you in more ways than you may think. Okay, so then Honey Owl's brought you with some courage. So yes, I feel like a Leo Virgo, that you are much stronger than you realise you are. And I feel like the angels are trying to indicate this to you. They're trying to tell you that you are very, very, very strong, and that you can do what you need to do. And I feel like that someone may have made you lose yourself for a while, but you can bounce back. You are a very strong person or people, and that you definitely can bounce back. Right, let's have a look to see if they've missed out anything, or if I feel like there's any more messages that needs to come through. No, I personally believe that is every single message that needed to come through. Okay, well, obviously I'm Indigo Warrior, and I am very new to the whole professional reading on YouTube. It's very new to me, so I know that I do things very differently perhaps to what other readers on here may do. However, I just listen, and I'm very intuitive, and I feel certain feelings, and I pick up on energy, and you know, and stuff like that, and I get told sort of whispers, if you know what I mean, in my ear sort of thing, in the inner ear, of what the angels want you to know this month that is in question. So obviously this month was August, so it feels like obviously you've been through a lot. It feels like you've been through a lot, but if you ask for some help from either the universe, the angels, or even other people, you know, you'll definitely feel a lot better by the end of the month. You know, there's a possibility for success here. A possibility. So I feel like you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. And I feel like that if this did resonate with you, then I hope you feel 100 times better, and I hope you find some help, or you manage to, you know, warrior fight all the way through it. I feel like, you know, that you are definitely strong enough, and I feel like the angels are telling you that you're definitely strong enough to do this. Now see, I do my readings obviously differently, as I said. Normally it goes beginning, middle, end of the month, and it works all the way through like this. In each reading that I do, every reading I do is different. It's because I get the messages through the cards from what the angels want to tell me to tell you guys, so then I'll then go with it. And sometimes it works like that, sometimes it just works as a whole big reading, which I feel like this is more like a whole big reading, but I also feel like it goes beginning, middle, and end. So yours is different again, because, you know, it's got both themes to it. I felt like there was a very strong, obviously, message here to be told to you today, and a few other messages too. So obviously if you did like what I did, then, and you feel like maybe, you know, you want to hear more, then subscribe to my channel and like the video. You know, if you feel like other people might be able to benefit from some guidance from the angels and the way that I do it perhaps, then you know, tell your friends, tell your family, get people involved, see what other people think. You know, I won't be for everybody, I understand that. And I also want to add that obviously if the messages that you heard here today or any other time do not resonate with you, don't make them fit, because you know that the messages I get are quite specific. So if they don't fit you, don't make them fit. Maybe next month, if you subscribe perhaps and you follow and what you know sort of thing, then they might have a more of a message that's regarding you. So thank you again. This was Leo Virgo Cusp for August 2016. I hope you have a good rest of the month, and well, hopefully next month you'll have a bit of a better month. And yeah, okay, so blessings to you, and bye bye for now. Bye.